Welcome back to the Red Dice Diaries, and in this GM's Tips video I'm going to talk about the importance of the poker face in the GM's arsenal. Now I'm sure most of you have already heard the expression poker face before, but for those of you who aren't aware of it, it's an expression used in the card game poker where it's very important to not let your opponent know what cards you have in your hand. And obviously if you get a good hand of cards in your face, lights up, your opponent's going to know about it. So most professional players will try and keep this neutral or blank expression on their face, and show you what I mean. Here's my poker face. The term is also used a lot outside the game of poker, just to refer to, again, this blank expression or someone trying to keep their emotions hidden by not letting it show on their face. So there's a few reasons why this is an important part of a GM's arsenal. Reason number one, it can be very easy when you're running a game and for when your players are speculating about what's going on in the future of the game or how they think a particular mystery or plot's going to unravel, for them to draw conclusions which may be right or wrong based on your facial expressions and response to what they're saying. Number two, obviously when you're portraying an NPC, you will tend to display a facial expression consistent with whatever emotion they're currently expressing. And once you finish portraying that NPC and you want to go back to your sort of GM mode, your more sort of neutral mode of describing the scenery or an action that someone's undertaking, you may just want to create a little bit of distance between the NPC on one hand and the neutral expression of things on the other hand. And just sort of dropping back into more of a poker face can help create that distance between the two. Otherwise it can get a little bit confusing on occasions. Reason number three, if you're in a tense or dramatic moment in a game and something amusing occurs to you and you smile or laugh, your players will probably take their cue from this and join in. Now if you're in a fairly relaxed scene or with a fairly relaxed mood, this isn't a problem. However, if you're running a game of tense psychological horror though, having everyone start chuckling in the middle of a scene can break the mood of a game a lot, and once it's been broken it takes a long time to sort of reel that back in and set it all up again. Reason number four, if a person loses a treasured player character, something that can be quite a solemn moment depending on how long they've been playing the character, and you're not sure how they're going to react, then adopting a neutral facial expression is probably the best way to go until you've seen how they're going to respond. Some people are absolutely fine with losing player characters. Some people can get quite broken up about it. Obviously you don't want to upset them further. So if a poker face is so important, how do you actually go about mastering it? Well, there's a few ways that I've found. I'm sure there are probably more out there. But one of the best ways I've found is just to practice. Listen to something you find funny or something that provokes an emotion in you and try not to let that emotion show on your face. Try and keep yourself very stony faced and expressionless like this. Either get a mirror to watch when you're showing your emotions on your face or get someone to let you know. Two, try and focus on the details of whatever you're doing rather than the larger picture. Things often become less emotive without their full context. So if the players are discussing who they think committed a murder in your game and you don't want to give away the truth or the falseness of their supposition by showing it on your face, focus on the individual elements of their explanation and how they might have arrived at those elements rather than looking at the theory as a whole. And finally, number three, if you're really struggling, then having a prop that obscures your face can also help. Although it has to be something that you logically might have in front of your face normally, or the players will realise you're attempting to cover up your expression. I recommend a large cup or a can of drink that if you feel yourself about to crack into a smile, you can just take a swig of your drink and it covers up your facial expression. And when you've got yourself under control again, down goes the can or the cup or whatever, and you're back in the game with nothing revealed by your expression. So there we go, that's a few tips from me about the importance of the poker face to the GM's arsenal. I hope if you've enjoyed this video you'll click on like and subscribe. You can do that by clicking on the red dice up in the corner there. If you have any comments, as usual, put them in the box below or hit me up in the Google Plus links. Until I see you next time, take care and happy gaming.